Once you have revised and rewritten a draft, you are ready to proofread. Let's look at the things writers can do as they proofread their writing. Start by rereading your work. Consider reading it backwards to look for spelling errors. Rereading will help you notice errors in spelling, grammar, usage, and mechanics. Many writers reread with a checklist handy. Checklists help writers look out for specific problems and mistakes in their work. Often you will receive a checklist. If you do not receive a checklist, you can make one for yourself. When proofreading, reading a piece of writing slowly and aloud is often helpful. Reading slowly helps writers notice small errors. Reading aloud helps writers hear mistakes in the text. Sometimes reading from the end to the beginning will help writers see spelling mistakes. A computer's writing program is helpful when you proofread. Many writing programs have tools that will help you find spelling and grammar mistakes. Some writing programs even offer suggestions about how to correct errors. Be sure that the suggestions make sense. The computer is not always correct. If you do not know how to use your writing program to check for spelling and grammar mistakes, ask your learning coach for help. After you reread your work, try using a checklist to proofread. You may have a checklist provided to you, or you can make your own. A good proofreading checklist is one that helps you seek out problems that may remain in your revised draft. A good proofreading checklist should guide you to focus on mistakes in grammar, such as sentence fragments, run-ons, and incorrect usages of verbs and pronouns. Spelling, such as misspellings and mix-ups involving words that sound like other words. And mechanics, such as the incorrect use of capital letters, abbreviations, and punctuation. Let's take a look at some items on a checklist to see how they can help writers proofread their work. Are all sentences complete and correct? Look for and correct sentence fragments and run-on sentences. Does every sentence begin with a capital letter and end with the appropriate punctuation? Look for careless errors and check to see if the punctuation has the right effect. Is every word spelled correctly? Check for errors and to find incorrect usages. For example, there instead of there. Have all paragraphs been indented? This helps writers check formatting. Are there any other errors in grammar, usage, or mechanics in the writing? Answering this question helps writers fix incorrect punctuation within sentences, adding or removing things like commas and apostrophes. It also helps writers notice mistakes in the verbs and pronouns they have used. Let's explore this draft to see some of the errors that a writer can find by proofreading. Adult lions can weigh between 400 and 600 pounds. In this sentence, the writer noticed a spelling error. The words weigh and weigh sound the same but have different meanings. When talking about how heavy something is, the correct spelling is W-E-I-G-H. The writer deleted this word and spelled it correctly. Lions live together, in packs called prides. Here, the writer recognized that there was a sentence fragment in the passage. To correct the mistake, the writer added the fragment to the second sentence and made a complete sentence. One pride may contain between 5 and 20 lions. The final sentence of this paragraph is a statement, not a question. So the writer deleted the question mark and correctly replaced it with a period. Proofreading is an important part of the writing process. When you proofread, follow these 4 steps. Reread your work. Use a checklist to proofread. Read your work aloud slowly, and use writing program tools to proofread.